Hello YouTubers, welcome back to Yorkshire Media One. I am Mark, your host, your presenter, whatever you want me to be. And yes, I am cheaper and better than the BBC. You get me for free, so excuse the voice. I have got a bit of a sore throat, so if I do lose it now and again, don't worry about it. So, what are we talking about today? Well, this is going to be Mark Talks About Street Talk, the man, the machine. Street Talk. So, as we all know, Jesse March is an ex-motorcycle cop. So on the opening scene, and I'm only going to talk about the pilot episode. So the opening pilot episode on that, it shows you, right at the beginning, it shows you a crowd of police officers with motorbikes and Jesse there, you know, taking bets to see if he can jump over a certain amount of things on an Harley Davidson motorcycle and that. And so he takes on the bets, he gets on the bike, he puts it up, and then he speeds down and jumps. And that's where there's a little bit of a trick, because it's not the Harley Davidson what's going flying through the air. That is an obvious mistake. So you see the Harley approach and go up, and then the complete jump is with another motorbike. It's an off-road bike, what they've used to do it. So they were hoping people wouldn't notice, but I did. So he completes the jump, he collects his money, and then he gets injured in the line of duty with, as well, as we all know, there's an enemy. And the enemy is played by Christopher Lloyd, or, you know, Doc Brown fame from Back to the Future. So he plays the bad guy, and he kills one of Jesse's mates, and he gets injured by this vehicle, so he's permanently injured, and that. So he goes to hospital. He has to heal up, and he's walking with a limp and things like that. So, hence Norman Tuttle comes along. Jesse's still a police officer, but he's not on the line of duty, and he's flying the desk. He's promoting the police, if you like, and things like that. You know, trying to get a good name for the police and things like that. Hence Norman Tuttle from the CIA. It is from the CIA, Central Intelligence. He's built an all-terrain attack bike, and he's codenamed it Street Talk. And he's looking for a rider, and Jesse's the rider he wants. And he tells Jesse that your leg can be mended with an operation. He shows him what he means. It means by putting a prosthetic tube in, like a tube over your bone, so you can manipulate it properly. So that's what happens. He has the operation. He trains to become the rider of Street Talk. When he first sees the motorcycle, he jumps on it and it throws him off because it's got an ejection seat. And he says, well, you shouldn't have done that, but when you do properly ride it, it will be imprinted to you, so the bike knows that it's you getting on it. It'll know your weight and things like that, and it'll know you're the rider for that bike. If anyone else jumps on it, it ejects them off with the ejector seat on Street Talk. So that's what he does. He trains up and things like that to become the man, the machine, Street Talk. To ride Street Talk. and he's after, and Tuttle tells him that he's after the guy who murdered a police officer and injured you. So that's who they're after, basically. And that's what they do. It's a crime fighting thing, and that's how it's set up. Yes, they get the bad guy, but it's interesting how they get the bad guy, you know what I mean? It is a really interesting TV series. And like I say, there's only 13 episodes of it, but it's the complete 13 episodes, because they only did one season of it. And the only reason why they did only one season of it, because it didn't get onto the right American TV channel. If it had gone on to CBS, because at the same time this was showing, MacGyver was showing on CBS. If this had made it onto the CBS channel, it would have done very well. It had had 2 or 3 seasons, but it didn't. It went on to an American TV channel, which wasn't popular. Hardly anybody watched it. And when we got it, Street Talk became more successful in Europe, let's say, and it really does. People to this day people do love it, and I love it as well. It is good. Apart from the obvious mistakes, obviously, that's what they're getting, you know. When you see him standing in front of a camera, you look at his visor on his, you can tell it's just a camera. There's no one stood there. It's him talking to a camera on his own. There's simple mistakes like that, which could have been avoided. You know, they could have photoshopped that out, but for some reason they didn't. They kept it all in. But it's still an enjoyable TV series. Well, I loved it. I thought it were good, and that's why I got the thingy, the TV series when it came out. Yeah, I thought it was good, and I did like it. So at the end of the day, it's something what I watched in the 80s. I mean, we were spoiled in the 80s, weren't we? When you got the Knight Rider, you got your Airwolf, you got your A-Team, Castle and McCormick, and then you got this, and I think you got a bit of Miami, you got some Miami Vice as well. So there you go. So 80s, we were spoiled for TV, and we really were, and that's just straight up what I'm talking about. Street Talk, I'm surprised they haven't done any more on it. I really am. I'm surprised, because the guy who plays him here, he owns the right. He owns all the copyrights to Street Talk, and I'm surprised he hasn't commissioned a more modern series to Street Talk like they did with Knight Rider. You know what I mean? So I'm surprised that they should have done more. There is an interview saying he should do more with Street Talk, and yes, he should. Even if it's a new complete first series yet again, but in the 21st century, that would be very interesting. It really would. What motorbike would they use then, and what kind of weaponry would it have on it? I mean, don't forget, this eventually had machine guns on it and things like that. It had all the weapons it needed, and it had cameras. It had, it could do up to 300 miles an hour, that bike. That's what you're supposed to believe. And it had, when you pulled the brakes, it had air brakes and things like that. And I thought, yeah, it is a very well made, the storylines are there, it's very well made, apart from the mistake. But it is a very well made TV series. I liked it, I enjoyed it, I liked how they filmed it, I liked the storyline to it. An ex-copper becomes Street Talk, but no one knows. So he's got a secret identity to protect and things like that. And yeah, it was, because they call Street Talk all the way through the TV series Vigilante. But it's quite good, it really is. I enjoyed it. I do recommend it. If you can get it and you haven't got it, get it. It should be part of your collection. I've got it part of my collection, so you should have it as part of your collection. So yeah, if you like that, please give me a like. So please like the video, please subscribe if you're new, hit the bell icon, that will let you know when I'm uploading another video. Please share the video to your friends and your family, and to other social media like Twitter X, Instagram, Facebook, and also Twitch, and use the comment section below, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now. See you all later. Bye.